Thanks for joining us on Valley News Live. Taking a look at our camera at the Dakota Magic Casino. Many of us have been battling that low fog, some misty conditions at times here in the FM area, and we have gotten some rainfall here in the Fargo-Moorhead area as well. But the heaviest rain has been focused off to the west as expected today, and now it's pushing north as expected as well. First alert weather days continue for the rest of the day today and Saturday for heavy rain and its impact on our rivers. So here's a look at a few. Many of these reports came in around midday. Oaks over 1.5 inches of rain fallen and measured there in the gauges from the North Dakota Agricultural Weather Network. Fingal and also Leonard recording nearly an inch of rain. The rain has continued in that Cheyenne and James River Valley. The impacts are going to be an expansion of the overland flooding that's taking place in many of our areas. We'll have some washed out roads again in all likelihood as this water begins to move through our rivers and tributaries. And as we've been talking about for the better part of the week, another crest is going to be likely on some, not all, of our rivers. How high it goes is really going to depend on this water and how much we get, but we're already starting to see confirmation of that 2 to 4 inch total, or 2 to 3 plus inch total we talked about the last couple of days. Mid 40s right now for Fargo and for Moorhead. The wind fairly light out of the north and east. Here's a look at temperatures. Most of us near 40, a little warmer as we get down into Fergus Falls where we have 50s there. Let's get to the radar. Dry conditions in central and southern Minnesota for now. Rain all the way from eastern South Dakota into western portions of Minnesota, where you see the yellows and oranges here pushing in on places like Red Lake Falls, Thief River Falls, and the Grigla area, as well as parts of Roseau and Kitson counties, a heavier batch of showers. This rain that's now pushing up through Nelson County and points north and out to the east, that has been falling in the Cheyenne River Valley for the better part of the day, and you're getting a little bit of a break now, but that's not the case in the upper Cheyenne River Valley. If you take a look at where the river originates, it's right over here in Wells County, and that makes its way all the way through and then back down through Valley City, and it winds and twists through Lisbon and Kindred before joining the Red River north of Fargo. So that river basin is taking on a lot of water right now. We're going to have to watch that. Jamestown, there's a lot more room in your river for some more water to move through, but you too are seeing healthy amounts of water falling. How much? Radar estimates can be a big help between the rain gauges that we have readings at, and radar estimates are now between 1.5 and 2.5 inches of rain here near Edgeley. So many of your local streams, rivers, they're going to be taking on quite a bit of water and moving it through. Heavy batch of rain pushing into Thief River Falls right now, exiting Red Lake Falls. And again, if you're in Crookston, the water that falls here in the Red Lake River watershed will be moving through your area. So our concerns are for your area. A lot of this rain now producing between 1/2 inch and upwards of an inch of rain into northwest portions of Minnesota. Here is that Cheyenne River at Valley City ticking up already, expected to head back up into major flood stage. And check on Grace City north of the James River area. That's expected to go up to moderate flood stage. Hour-by-hour forecast shows quiet in our central Minnesota counties, but the rain continues all evening long, northwest Minnesota through eastern North Dakota. And then look what happens tomorrow morning. It expands. We're going to have periods of moderate to heavy rain all day Saturday. It looks like to be most focused, again, northwest Minnesota, eastern North Dakota, Cheyenne, James River Valley, Devil's Lake Basin, and that Red Lake River Valley, the Snake River Valley, the Two Rivers River Valley, the Netchie area along that Pembina River, and the northern Red River Valley. As we take a look at your forecast into Sunday, the rain continues late Saturday night. A few snowflakes mixing in, I think under an inch now the way it looks. That's the good news as far as snow goes. And by midday Sunday, our model finally starts to dry things up a pinch. Additional rainfall, 1 to 2 inches here in the Red River Valley and much of eastern North Dakota and westernmost Minnesota, and between an inch and 2 inches possible for some into northwest Minnesota. We'll keep track of this, but you want to check back regularly for things like road reports as you are traveling across the region. We may have problems on area roads. Talk about a flat line temperature-wise. Mid and upper 40s all day, and we will see the sun again, but it won't be tomorrow, as a little redhead sang about. Austin, thanks for your photo. Let's take a check at your forecast. First alert weather day Saturday. Sunday we cool off. The showers will be in the early part of the day, and then it looks quiet. Notice no red days on here, no first alert weather days. Temperatures climb back, kiss 60 degrees on Wednesday. We've seen a disappearance of the rain chances there. That system heads south, and that should allow us to soar into the 60s late next week and give our rivers a chance to let the water flow without adding more to the mix.